All right. Yep, we're running errands today.
Where are we?
Recycling oil, doing laundry. You got grocery bags?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the pause.
Give me a sec. The Anchorage.
We're anchored out here. We're going to go into Marina de la Paz, which is right over there.
We pay our 50 pesos. Let's see if I can find some more 15W40. We weren't that close yesterday. It's just that he's not swinging the same way as everybody else.
So we're in La Paz. We're in this really cute little part of town. There's a lot of really nice restaurants, and the streets are really nice. And we're just gonna do a little tour and walk around. We just had breakfast at La Mantica. Mine was really good.
Mine was good.
It is a little wet for his taste, but anyway, let's go look around.
Soupy chilaquiles.
It's very good.
Yeah. We didn't take any pictures of our pizza, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like your selections. There you go.
What you got? Sugar bomb.
Yeah, totally.
How long ago did we eat breakfast?
18 minutes. Yeah.
I was there, I'll take that. Oh, there's phone.
O'Reilly Auto Parts next.
What'd you get? Oh, you have to carry that spear?
I have to carry the shaft. Yeah, it doesn't fit
How
anywhere.
much should we spend?
$300.
Mine was expensive. Mine was 18 something.
It was 80. It was 80 bucks.
Yeah. What's the neoprene on
The
it?
shaft was like 80 bucks or 70 bucks.
Yeah.
68, something like that, 1,100 pesos.
Yeah, but you're not going to find another store that you can buy some of that.
And that's the thing is I know I'm going to bend one of those shafts eventually if I get into a decent fish. So that's one thing Lisa said is Luis could straighten shafts, or he knows people who will straighten shafts because you bend them. Some fish is going to cave up on
This
me.
way or this way?
I think we can go. So we got that taken care of. Next.
Ace Hardware?
Yeah, we can go to Ace Hardware. What was I going to get at Ace Hardware?
Pliers.
Pliers and...
I was going to look for some stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah, like a salad thing. All right, Ace Hardware it is.
This way? This way. This way? This
Let's go back this way. Okay.
Ace Hardware,
An
huh?
actual Ace Hardware. So yeah, this is Bahia de La Paz.
This is the remnants of Hurricane Hillary behind
Plucked a
us.
couple of boats off their anchors and dragged them up onto the beach.
Yeah. There's that one. This little boardwalk is new from when we were here, gosh, in 2010. It's pretty nice, but we get to go out and see the boats up close, I guess. So 2 sunken completely, plus the catch
Well, we went on a shopping spree today.
at Ace Hardware.
Yeah, it's pretty darn convenient being located so close to a town with an Ace Hardware. Good grief.
And a Sphero.
Vacuum bags, extra shaft for the spear gun. I'm gonna rig this one as a breakaway.
Oh, don't trip.
Yeah, I know. You tripping?
Yeah. Yeah, we just we ate breakfast. We were walking around. It's already like 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Yeah.
We just had ice cream for lunch.
Extra spear bands. Yeah, we had ice cream for lunch. That's always good.
Yeah.
Look at the plastic decking is
It's already
cracking.
cracking.
Yeah.
It's because the foundation isn't good. They don't build things here to last. They just build it for
I
now.
know. We carried it all back in backpack.
Oh, my shoulders are killing me.
2.5 gallons of diesel oil.
Not the boat ladder we wanted, but beggars can't be choosers. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Ace Hardware. We made a killing in Ace Hardware. I feel like we did. We got this stuff there. More shade cloth so I can build something for the cockpit. It's a little bit lighter weight.
If you need Kirkland peanut butter, Ace Hardware's your place.
Ace Hardware in La Paz.
In La
If you're
Paz.
somewhere where there's a Costco, then go to Costco. Also, they have the mixed nuts with salt. The Costco we went to did not have them. All we had
Yes.
was without salt.
Costco Cabo.
And who wants a nut without salt? No, thank you.
Oof. Shoot. Oh, no. That's not good. Nice. Squirted gasoline all over the camera. All right, so this is the bit of a problem right here. So anytime you choke, you get a little leakage. And anytime you tip the engine up, that leakage ends up falling back into the boat. So I'm going to take this thing apart. This is a 2-stroke Merc 9.9. So I disconnected the fuel line and got that out of the way. And now I just got to undo a couple of bolts here. 1 bolt here and 1 bolt right down there to get this carburetor off. Okay, take off this clip that holds this whole choke assembly in. And let's start putting things in a box. Once you get both nuts off, then there's a little wiggling to be done. Get off covers. And there's a vent tubing down here. There's a little rod leakage also. What's that? This little bent hose right here off the bottom. And there's going to be fuel in the fuel bowl still, right down here. I think once you get it loose, oops, there it comes off that barb. All right, so this fuel bowl that holds some gasoline in there, so I'm going to just take this screw out of the bottom, just see if I can drain it back into the tank without spilling it all over the boat. Mr. Berlin. Alright. Got a couple of 8mm here that have to come off, so I can take this black plastic thing off. This is the, when you choke it, this is the primer here on the choke. Alright, so once you get the black plastic arrangement off, and the whole fuel bowl just comes off like this. So you got the bowl, and then the primer, still a little fuel. You got the float, And then the needle assembly. This is the needle and float, and it's a real simple carburetor. Yeah, it's not too complicated. See how much I want to get into taking this apart. Cool. Well, it sounds like it still works nicely. And that is the metering needle. So that tells it how much fuel to get inside this little area here. So the float opens and closes that needle as the carburetor, as the vacuum draws in air and fuel mixture. The fuel bowl, this pump, the rest of the gasoline out of here. 4 screws. And this thing has a spring inside of it. So you gotta hold it or it's gonna let loose. And then everything's gonna go flying. There's a little BB in here that also meters. It's a little valve. So there's a little ball and a check valve inside this assembly here. So once you get the 4 screws off, hold on to it because it'll go flying. Okay. So there's your spring. And let's take a look at this. Yep, there's a hole in the diaphragm. Let me see if I can get it out here. Kind of stuck to itself here. Yeah, so right in here. You can kind of see, not really very well, right there. Right there, there's a little crack in the diaphragm. So as this thing gets pushed, actually there's a couple of cracks in the diaphragm around that side too. So as that rubber wears out, fuel was just squirting outside of it. And when you tip the engine up, the fuel would dribble out of this hole consistently. You know, it literally could suck a tank dry just letting it sit there overnight. So you take this off, and then that's where the BB is, or the ball, the little check ball. Another spring, a little paper gasket. And this little ball is the metering ball. My buddy Evan on Takuli came over and loaned me some carb cleaner because today is a holiday in Mexico. It's Constitution Day, and nothing is open. So, using some borrowed carburetor cleaner, I'm going to go ahead and rebuild this whole thing. That's the metering screw. Turn it in 3 times. Or 1.5 turns, actually. So this right here, I think there's a rod under here. Obviously not the first one to put a Mercury carburetor rebuild on the internet, so feel free to go check somebody else out if you need more clarification on this. This gasket goes just like this, based on the imprint right there. So this is the fuel pump side right here. Yes. Sometimes the papery gaskets get stuck on there. There we go. So this is the little fuel pump. So this is the diaphragm side. So I'm going to go ahead and change this out. There's a gasket and a diaphragm. Might as well change it while I'm in here. This little pump. So these Mercury gasket kits, they're kind of universal. So they might have some extra gaskets and whatnot in the kits. This is an actual Quicksilver Mercury kit, so I'm going to have to compare the old gaskets with the new once I get these cleaned, get the bulk of this surface cleaned up. It's nice and easy to do when you're rolling around in a busy anchorage. A lot of traffic here in La Paz. This is the kit number. And this is like, I don't know, 2 horse to 15 or 15 horse, I think. This goes on the bottom of the primer. So a little spring. It had the ball bearing in it. And it has a round paper gasket. I've got 2 springs, and it looks like neither one of them are the correct spring. Well, I guess I'm going to put the old spring back in. Spring, gasket, beauty. And this is the 11 millimeter. Mixes a new spring. And this has a new plastic cap. So this has some kind of thing around it. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's soft enough that it's malleable. The old one is hard and crusty, so I had to pry it off with a screwdriver. So I think I can get this, just work it over the lip here. New one pressed on. So replacement diaphragm. So that's the spring. Here's the plug. And this presses into here. So this is the new diaphragm. And I believe it can only go on one way. We'll do the gasketed surface here first. So paper gasket this side. Put that up against the carburetor body. Diaphragm. And based on the dent of the old one, this is the side toward the fuel pump. So this one is kind of a real piece of work because you gotta squish everything together and get all the screws inserted. So there's a new needle that goes in here underneath the float. And that is what meters the float, or meters the fuel flow. So when the float drops, fuel is allowed to go up into the carburetor. When the float rises, it cuts off fuel flow to the carburetor. New gasket for the fuel bowl. So we got this plate and the new gasket. So this is the old gasket. And then it goes under here. This plate. It says top. And there's a groove that is oriented with this groove. So it goes like this. And that's about it. I haven't done anything else with the metering adjustments or messed about with anything else. So next thing is just putting this this little choke lever back on. So I shouldn't have to mess with tuning this too much. Just get some fuel flow into it and see how it runs. Let's hit this with a primer. Prime this tank. Squeeze it. Choke. Oh, look at that. All right. Right up. So that's the idle adjustment after it's going. Hey, it runs.
Next time on SVRO. We finally hook our water heater up to our engine exhaust. Rich makes a flasher for his spear gun.
There you go.
And it's Carnival in La Paz.